Adjusting presets for route parameters. When creating a new waypoint, its parameters are automatically set according to the preset values. Access the second page of the menu and select Settings. Click on Route in the classification pane. All current route parameters and their default values are displayed in the editing pane. The preset values or modes can be adjusted by entering the desired values in the numerical fields or selecting the preferable options using the radio buttons or combo boxes. Route display settings. Next to the presentation of the route's track and waypoints, additional route-related information is displayed. This comprises the course, the planned speed, and the length of each leg, as well as the wheelover point, or the arrival radius. As an option, the cross-track limit line and the waypoint name can be activated for display. To do so, click on Menu and select View. Click on the submenu Options and select Route from the classification pane. To activate the cross-track distance limit line or the waypoint name, select the respective checkbox. Create a new route. Click on Menu and select the Route Planning button, which opens the relative dialog box. To create a route, click on New in the Route Planning bar. A new tab, labeled with the temporary name New Route, is displayed, along with the route table. Add a waypoint in graphic mode. Start a new route and move the cursor onto the chart area. The cursor is labeled with mark, which indicates that the graphic editing mode is activated. To add a waypoint, click on the desired position in the chart area. Repeat this procedure for all subsequent waypoints. Right-click to terminate the graphic editing mode. Note: to resume the graphic editing mode, click on the writing tool icon for route creation in the left toolbar. Add a waypoint by using EBL and VRM. To add a waypoint that has a certain bearing and distance to a specific reference point, click on the Edit button and select Use EBL VRM to activate the EBL VRM mode. Click on the writing tool icon in the left toolbar and move the cursor to the reference object in the chart area. Click to set the center. The intersection of EBL and VRM is now attached to the cursor. Move it until the required distance and bearing have been reached, and click to set the waypoint. Note: to deactivate the EBL VRM mode, click on Edit and deselect Use EBL VRM, or choose another mode. Add a waypoint by using the Assistant Circle. The Assistant Circle mode ensures that a certain point on the chart, such as a wreck or an oil rig, is cleared at a specific distance. To activate the Assistant Circle mode, click on Edit and select Use Assistant Circle. Click on the writing tool icon in the left toolbar and move the cursor to the point of concern in the chart area. Click to set this point as the center, and move the cursor away from it to define the clearing distance. This distance is presented as a circle, from which a tangent is drawn to the last waypoint. The intersection of circle and tangent represents the projected waypoint. To choose on which side the point of concern shall be passed, move the cursor to the corresponding side. Click to add the waypoint. Adding a waypoint in text mode. Waypoint parameters can be edited by clicking directly on their respective values. Create a new route. It shows a placeholder for latitude and longitude of the first waypoint. To add the first waypoint, click on the respective entry for latitude in the waypoint table, which opens a numeric pad. Enter the latitude and confirm by clicking on Enter, which automatically switches the selection to longitude. Enter the longitude and confirm. To add any subsequent waypoint, click on the consecutive waypoint number of the new waypoint. This automatically opens the numeric pad for entering latitude and longitude. Waypoint table parameters. The waypoint table provides information about each waypoint parameters, such as coordinates, course and distance of the leg, sailing mode, cross-track distance to port and starboard, arrival and turn radius, etc. Changing parameters. To change a parameter, click directly on the corresponding value in the route table and enter the new value in the numeric pad. By default, the sailing mode is set to run line. Click on the value in the sail column of the corresponding waypoint where the leg leads to. To set the sailing mode, select either line or great circle. To set all parameters of a waypoint to their default values, right-click on the respective waypoint number and select Set Default. Note: it is possible to set values which exceed the defined ship parameters, such as the turn radius or the minimum speed. In these cases, a geometric error will be triggered during an automatic route check. Adjusting the XTD. The XTD can be adjusted separately on either the starboard or port side. This can be performed either in text or graphic mode. To adjust these values graphically, click on the respective line directly in the chart and move the cursor either away from or towards the track line to increase or decrease the value. Click again to set the XTD. In text mode, click on the waypoint parameters table and enter the required values under the XTD column. Save a route. Select the route which shall be saved by clicking on the respective route tab. To save the route, click on Save in the route planning bar, which opens the Save as Route File dialog box. Enter the desired name of the route, and if necessary, a comment in the respective input fields. To protect the file from being overwritten, select the Read Only checkbox. Click on Save to store the route. Note: if the route has been edited, but the changes have not been amended yet, this will be indicated with an asterisk by the route name. Load, route. To load a route, click Open, in the Route Planning bar, which opens the File Operations dialog box. All saved routes are listed. Select the route, which shall be loaded, by selecting the respective checkbox in front of the route's name. If you only want to load the route and protect it from any accidental changes, select the corresponding read-only checkbox. Click on Open to load the route. Note: if read-only has been selected, the route parameters can still be changed and saved as a new route file, but the existing file cannot be overwritten. Move a waypoint. Open the route, which shall be edited. To move a waypoint graphically, click on it in the chart area. Move the cursor to the desired position, and click again to set it. Alternatively, right-click on the respective waypoint in the chart area and select Move Waypoint. Move the cursor to the desired position and click to set it. To move a waypoint using the text mode, click on the specific waypoint in the Waypoint Parameters table and change its coordinates. Insert a waypoint. To insert a waypoint, click on the required leg, where the new waypoint should be inserted. Move the cursor to the desired position on the chart, and click to insert the new waypoint. Alternatively, right-click on the leg, and select Insert Waypoint from the context menu. Move the cursor to the desired position on the chart, and click again to insert the new waypoint. To insert a new waypoint, using the text mode, select the respective waypoint's number, and click on the Insert button. The new waypoint will be inserted after the selected waypoint. Use the Waypoint Parameters table to change its parameters. Divide leg. It is possible to divide a leg into equal parts by automatically inserting waypoints along the leg according to the chosen interval. To divide a leg, right-click on it and select Divide Leg in the context menu. Choose whether the leg shall be divided by longitude or length, and enter the desired interval in the respective text boxes. Click OK to confirm. Delete a waypoint. To delete a waypoint graphically, right-click on it and select Delete Waypoint. Alternatively, select the Eraser button in the left toolbar and click on the waypoint which shall be deleted. To delete a waypoint using the text mode, select it by clicking on its respective waypoint number in the waypoint table. Click on Delete to erase the selected waypoint. Delete a route. To delete a route, click on Open in the Route Planning bar and select the route which shall be deleted by activating the respective checkbox. Click on Delete and confirm by clicking on Yes. Copy-paste a route. Open the route, which shall be copied, and the route where it shall be pasted to. Select the route to be copied by clicking on its corresponding tab. Right-click on one of the waypoints directly in the chart area. To copy the route, click on Copy this route in the context menu. The route is now stored in the cache. To paste a route, select the corresponding tab of the route where it should be pasted. Right-click on the waypoints in order to add the copied route. Afterwards, select Paste this route from the context menu. Insert a route. To insert a stored route inside another route, right-click on the waypoint where the stored route is to be added, and click on Insert Other Route. Select the desired route from the Select Route drop-down menu, and click OK. The route has now been inserted. The first waypoint of the inserted route is connected to the selected waypoint of the route in which it was inserted. Reverse a route. To reverse the waypoint sequence of a route, load the route first and click on the Edit button. Select Waypoint Reverse Order from the drop-down menu. Rotate a route. Right-click on the waypoint to determine it as a reference point. Select Rotate this route and move the cursor to rotate the route around the reference point. Click to set the new orientation. Move a route. To move a route, right-click on one of its waypoints and select Move this route. The route is now attached to the cursor with the previously selected waypoint at its center. Move the route to the desired position on the chart area and click to confirm. Export to route. Open a route to be exported. To export it, open the drop-down menu and select Export. Select the destination, such as a USB flash drive, and specify a file name in the respective text box. Select the file type to specify the format of the exported route file. Click on OK to export the route file. Import a route. To import a route, select Import from the drop-down menu. Select the source, such as a USB flash drive. All available files, which match the chosen file type, are displayed in the file list. Select the desired route file and click on OK to import it. Multiple routes. It is possible to open up to 4 route files simultaneously. Each route, which has been opened, is represented by a tab labeled with the respective route name. Click on the tab to select the desired route for editing. Click on the X button of the respective route tab to close the route. Route planning in multi-view. It is possible to use the multi-view feature for route planning by using the multi-view switching buttons in the route planning bar. The following views are available from left to right. To change the view, click on the respective button. Single view. Default single screen. Right-left view. Screen is split vertically. Top-bottom view. Screen is split horizontally. Floating view. An additional dialog box is displayed. This provides the simultaneous display of charts at different scales. Display area switching buttons. The display area switching buttons provide the possibility to browse and zoom the chart directly to the location of a selected waypoint. Previous resets the chart scale and location. Display centered waypoint centers the chart on the waypoint which has been selected in the route table. Display waypoint browses and zooms the chart to display the selected and preceding waypoint. Display entire route browses and zooms the chart to display the entire route in the chart area. ETA calculation. Open or create a new route in the route planning dialog box. Enter the desired ETA for a specific waypoint in the corresponding ETA column. Set the time zone for each waypoint respectively. After setting the ETA for one waypoint, the ETA for all remaining waypoints are calculated accordingly. This calculation is based on the entered planned speed. The displayed date and time are based on the respective time zone. In addition, the time to go for each leg can be read in the time to wheel over line column. Route check feature. The route is checked continuously after its creation and whenever it is modified. To open the route check feature, load the respective route and click on Show Route Check in the Route Planning dialog box. The route check feature is subdivided into Safety check. Checks for point, line, and area objects, which may cause a navigation hazard. Limit check. Checks for exceeded geometric limits. Note: the tabs are amended by a number on a blue background, which indicates how many errors are detected. Safety check parameters. The safety check assesses the corridor, which is formed by the XTD, along the legs of the route, for chart dangers. The results depend on the following parameters. XTD. It forms the corridor, which is checked. Safety settings. Check if corridor crosses the safety contour. Special condition areas. Check if corridor crosses any areas which were activated to trigger an alert when detected. To select the type of areas which shall be considered during a route check, click on Menu and select the Alert button. Click on Special Condition Area in the Classification pane. Select the checkboxes which correspond to the specific area as required. Note: the settings are described in Topic 6.4.3. The settings for safety contour are described in Topic 2.6.2. Display safety check findings. To check the safety of a route, click on Show Route Check in the Route Planning dialog box. Select the Safety Check tab from the Check Route dialog. All detected chart dangers are listed according to the waypoint sequence. Each finding is indicated by its location, as stated in the waypoint column, and between which waypoints the finding occurred. The column cause indicates the violation of the finding, while the column result states its nature. Note: the list can be filtered by sorting either the waypoint, cause, or the result in ascending or descending order. Click on the respective column header, such as waypoint, to filter the list. Click again to toggle the order between ascending and descending. To show what chart dangers exist, the respective waypoints are highlighted orange in the waypoint table. When an error is detected in the chart pane, the safety contour dangers are highlighted in red, and the navigational hazard or area dangers are highlighted in yellow. Limit check parameters. The limit check assesses the planned route by comparing the planned route parameters against the ship's limits. These values depend on the ship's characteristics and should be set on initial commissioning of the ECDIS by a technician. Display limit check findings. To show that limits have been exceeded, the respective waypoint is highlighted orange in the waypoint table. To obtain further details, click on Show Route Check in the Route Planning dialog box, which opens the Check Route dialog box. Select the Limit Check tab. All detected chart dangers are listed according to the waypoint sequence. Each finding is indicated by its location, as stated in the waypoint column, and between which waypoints the finding occurred. The column cause indicates the violation of the finding. Note: the ship's limit values are displayed below the list of findings. Evaluating safety check findings. To evaluate a safety check finding, click on the respective checkbox in the Check Route dialog box. Click on Jump to browse the chart at the location of the error. The object that causes the violation is highlighted by a red line, circle, or area. Adjust the route planning accordingly to avoid the cause of the route check finding. If the finding is considered as not dangerous to safe navigation, click on Disregard. To retrieve them, click on Reset. To restart the route check, click on the Refresh button. Evaluating limit check findings. To evaluate a limit check finding, click on the Limit Check tab in the Check Route dialog box. Evaluate the cause of each finding and adjust the route parameters, such as planned speed, to perform within the ship's limit.